Morning. Again, warming up the live stream as we wait for folks to catch up with us for the live stream to catch up with my streaming software. Good morning, Brother Bryce here on the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and X all at the same time. Can you believe it? Today, I'm going to talk to you about a really awesome tool called the Tourbox. And the Tourbox is an amazing gadget. This one right here. And what it is it is a editing tool, or it could be used for a variety of repetitive tasks or mundane tasks, and it has buttons all over it. Now this version here is the Elite that I'm going to show you on the screen share in just a moment, but it has a number of different buttons that are designed to have a unique feel and shape to each one so that you can, by touch, get acquainted with this device. And you have all kinds of things like zoom buttons and dials, and there's a number of different clicky surfaces like this shuttle wheel that also clicks, this knob that also clicks. And you could think that this is the world's greatest fidget toy. Even this scroll wheel here has a clicky surface. I've added some gaff tape to the back of it so that it stays on my desk in the same place all the time. But it has a USB-C connection here, which you can use it wired, or you have a battery compartment in here that you can hook it up through Bluetooth, so it can be wireless as well. My experience with it is that the Bluetooth connectivity was not all that great, but they've done a bunch of firmware updates on it since then. And a lot of the stuff that acted kind of weird when it first came out of the Kickstarter has been much better since. I mean, it's improved by leaps and bounds. Just with the firmware and software updates that they've done, it has improved immensely. So I gave it kind of a shady review when I first bought one, but I will say I find this thing to be pretty amazing now. So I'm going to show you on the screen share so you can kind of get a close-up look at it. And here I've got the page up from these are, if you do video editing or audio editing, you can dial, like shuttle back and forth across your audio or video, and you can set up these buttons in the software. And I'll pull up the software real quick because the software is awesome. And maybe it's not running right now. There we go. We'll fire up the console, and here's the software. And the software is saying that my Tourbox is not connected because I was just showing it to you. So I'll plug it in here. And as soon as I plug it in, the Tourbox software comes up and you have all these presets. And by the way, you can go to their website and people have submitted software presets for all kinds of software. So you have Photoshop, Premiere. These are just the ones that I use. I use a remote desktop for programming a radio station, and Paint Shop Pro and Audition. And I've set up my own macros for using Adobe Audition for audio editing. And so all my different buttons are set up a certain way. There's also ways that you can set up a series of like hotkey presses, or certain processes can run with just the press of a button, much like I was showing you yesterday with Type It In here. I also use this with my audio editing as well, but this Tourbox simplifies the process. And let me show you as I'm going into Audition and I've got a podcast up here, I can use my scroll wheel to zoom in, and you notice that it zooms in right on the timeline where I'm sitting, where the marker is set up. And then I can use my mouse, and essentially the whole time that I'm editing, I never take my hand off of the mouse or the Tourbox. So one hand and one hand, and I don't even have to look at the keyboard to press hotkeys or anything. I can do all my shuttle work back and forth across the timeline just by spinning a wheel. And I can use my knobs and dials and stuff. I can copy and paste using my D-pad down here. And then, like, if I want to delete something, I have a hotkey just for delete. I can undo with a hotkey. I can press a key to insert some silence here. And I've got a macro set up to insert silence. I think this Tourbox thing is absolutely an astounding tool that I have grown to use habitually every single day. I use it every single day. I use it for programming the radio station, to do repetitive tasks on the radio station. I use it for my Adobe Premiere. I use it for editing videos and audio. And if you do any kind of graphic work or even repetitive keyboard tasks, I have to say the Tourbox, while it is pricey, like I was showing you here, it is $268. If you pay yourself for your time, the time that you spend using something, I think it is astounding. And so it's very much worth it. And the build quality on this thing here, let me, you just wouldn't believe the build quality. It is really astounding. So let me turn off this screen share, and I will pull this back up and show you the build quality on this thing. It is beefy. It is heavy. Even the Neo version, the corded version, is pretty heavy. I did one with the first one that I got. So when you look at my Amazon page, you might have seen that I purchased it twice, but they had to send me a replacement. And I will say the replacement has stood the test of time. Like, I've been using this thing for almost a year, I want to say, almost a year, and it is astounding. So I use it every single day. I use it habitually. I have taken it places when I go to Charlotte to go meet with my peeps over there. I'm going to be taking this with me. Every road trip that I do, I take this with me. When I go work remotely, I take this with me. It has to go everywhere with me with my laptop. So it's as important to me as my mouse now. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to be checking the chat here and see if there's any comments. I don't see any comments right now. But I wanted to remind you guys that I was on a call on Monday night with a bunch of very successful entrepreneurs who had asked me to talk about my adventures in business and stuff. And I want to invite you to check that out. You can get a free trial, or not free, but it's very close to free. It's $1. SpareTimeIsMine.com/$1. And it'll cost you $1 to get a week-long trial to all of our premium features. And our premium features include some marketing strategies, some great training 5 days a week, and amazing tutorial videos, stuff that will teach you stuff that you never knew about marketing, that you've never heard of before, ever, and access to a library of tools, an arsenal of tools that you will miss at the end of that trial. So give it a shot. SpareTimeIsMine.com/$1, and then you'll get access to, I will immediately email you a copy of the replay for that call that we did where I was speaking to all these people. Some of them were millionaires. It was awesome. Anyway, you guys, the call that I was talking about yesterday, I was talking about Type It In, that tool that you just saw on my screen. That is at waveget.com. And if you want to go to my website, I have a free newsletter that I put out. I email several times a week totally free. I email tools and tips and mindset stuff. I talk about different mindset stuff, and of course I talk about some business as well at SpareTimeIsMine.com. And then there's a YouTube channel, and there's a TikTok channel, and there's an Instagram channel, and I'm on X, and so check that out. And then every morning around 10 o'clock in the morning, we get on and read the Bible together. readingtheoneyearbiblettogether.com. That's where you'll find that. We're going to be putting that on a website as well with links to the social stuff as well. But you have access right now in the social link that is right there, readingtheoneyearbiblettogether.com. And you can access our PDF, our Zoom call. You can get on live with us while we record the podcast that goes out to Spotify and all your favorite podcast apps. So check that out, and we will see you on there at 10 this morning. And every weekday morning, Monday through Saturday, actually. We just don't do it on Sunday because, well, we're at church, whatever. Anyway, I hope that you will take a look at the Tourbox, this gadget, this wonderful gadget that I've been playing with for the last, working with. It's amazing. It has saved me so much time, so much effort, and so many hotkeys looking down at my keyboard are assigned to this thing. All the stuff that I do on a regular basis is plugged into this thing and the extension on it. So check out the link in the description down below. That is an affiliate link. I will get a commission if you buy it from that link. So I just wanted to tell you all about that. It's a teeny tiny commission though, so don't feel bad, and it doesn't add anything to your price tag. God bless you guys. I will see you again tomorrow with some kind of useful tip. If you have some kind of feedback about this or anything else that you would like me to do videos about, let me know in the comments down below on YouTube, Facebook. Follow me on all this social media garbage, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.